April 5th will, of course, be a heavyweight main event as Joyce takes on Philip Hrgovic. Now, of course, it was supposed to be Dillian White versus Joyce, but White pulled out, and Hrgovic has now stepped in. This is a very interesting matchup as Joyce, no easy way to say, he has not looked good in his past performances, and Philip Hrgovic is coming off of his stoppage loss to Daniel Dubois, so it will be a very interesting matchup. But besides that, Philip Hrgovic is 17-1, 14 wins by way of knockout. Once again, he is coming off of the TKO loss to Daniel Dubois in the 8th round during the 5v5 event in Riyadh. But besides that, he actually had a great streak of wins. He had 4 undefeated opponents, back to back, of course. Marco Hrgovic, Emir Zhang, which is a little controversial. People thought Zhang should have got the decision. Dempsey McKean. His latest win before losing to Daniel Dubois was Mark Demori. 41-2, first round stoppage win, which, to be honest, that event for some reason had a bunch of first round knockouts, so yeah. But besides that, he's taking on Joyce, 16-3, 15 wins by way of knockout and 2 losses by way of knockout. Now, of course, he is the former interim WBO heavyweight world champion, which is very interesting for the people he beat. This dude has, if you looked at his resume, you would assume he would be doing better, considering he beat Daniel Dubois, the now IBF world champion, and has defended it once, and Joseph Parker, the former WBO heavyweight world champion. And yeah, those are some really good names on his resume, and he stopped both of them. But ever since his losses to Zhang, where he got stopped in both times, first time in the 6th round due to his eye closing, and the 3rd round was just a straight up knockout. He later came back against Kash Ali, 21-2, where he won by 10th round stoppage. Did not look good at all. He was super slow and sluggish. And he lost to Derek Chisora, unanimous decision, where he was dropped in the 9th round. Very interesting because Derek Chisora is having a run right now where he's actually the mandatory to Daniel Dubois' IBF title. Crazy world we're living in where Chisora is getting a title shot and Joyce is falling down the rankings. But besides this, it'll be a very interesting matchup as we'll see how Philip Hrgovic has reacted to his first loss. And also this of course, being somewhat of a late replacement fight. But Hrgovic, weirdly enough, it didn't look like he had any real power behind his shots against Dubois. He was landing some very nice, clean shots, but none of them really seemed to have phased Dubois, which at the time was kind of seen as a little bit chinny, considering all his losses were by stoppage. But he was just beaten down. He was just broken down. He was doing really well until, well, he wasn't, and he was stopped. But that lack of pop in his shots is a bit bad for someone like Joyce, who straight up just, first of all, walks through shots even if you do have power. He's definitely going to walk through Hrgovic's shots. That doesn't mean a lot, though, when Joyce is moving in slow motion. He's fighting, I hate to say it, but he fights like he fights underwater. Yeah, it's super slow and predictable, I guess you could say. So this is going to be a very interesting matchup because this is, I did say it was a crossroads last time where, I did say it was a make or break fight last time with Chisora versus Joyce, but it seems like he's getting another big opportunity. But this one seems about it. If Joyce loses again, I'm not saying that's the end of it, but it's not really any real big opportunities left. Well, I did say that last time, but you get what I mean. You get what I'm saying. And if Philip Hrgovic loses, he lost to what people call washed Joyce. So, but yeah, it's a very interesting matchup, weird matchup, because Joyce will 100% walk through Hrgovic's shots, and Hrgovic, weirdly enough, has less movement, head movement than Chisora, which is a very weird thing to say. But I don't know. I really don't know who's gonna win. Matter of fact, I do. It's gonna be Hrgovic. I don't know why I'm trying to say like it's gonna be close. It's gonna be Hrgovic. Hrgovic's gonna win by decision. He has enough skill to really take advantage of Joyce's defense, which, don't get me wrong, everyone has been taking advantage of it. But if Joyce comes in heavy again, like 280 or something like that, yeah, Hrgovic's gonna just outbox Joyce throughout the whole 10 rounds. There's really nothing more to say. Yeah, Hrgovic is just a better boxer. Although he doesn't have enough power to hurt Joyce, it doesn't really matter if Joyce really can't catch him. But yeah, that's about it. I got Philip Hrgovic winning by decision. Really not a controversial decision. But yeah, I have Philip Hrgovic beating Joe Joyce by decision, continuing his ascent of the heavyweight rankings. But besides that, who do you guys think is going to win this fight? Very interesting one. You have Philip Hrgovic, the better shot picker of the two, better movement of the two, has some speed, pop. Although I didn't say he didn't look like he had a lot of pop, he still has pop. And then you have Joe Joyce, who's like, don't get me wrong, he has power and he can take a punch, but like, he's super slow now. So, I mean, he's always been slow, but he's now super sluggishly slow. So, yeah, I think that's just about it. Hrgovic's going to win by decision. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.